All right, let's chit chat a little bit before we get into the footage. I'm really excited about this one. So this is part 2 to the Dandora slum. The video before this, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure that you go watch that one first. But that video was the ministry that we did in Dandora. But this video is us walking around and walking through the actual slum. And this is really special because the pastor that we had worked with, Pastor Kariz, he pastors Destiny Community Church in Dandora. And he also leads an outreach called Count Me In. Count Me In is an organization that we had worked with and we went on all the missions and stuff with while we were there. But Pastor Kariz was like our point person. And so he actually grew up partly in Dandora. And so it was really special because he said that he doesn't normally take people like actually into the slum. And so it meant a lot to us that he wanted to bring us in and wanted us to be able to see part of his story and part of how he grew up and where he grew up. And so the footage that you're going to see is just from us walking through Dandora, hearing stories, listening to things that he wanted to share with us about different points and places. And at one point I had just wanted to ask him questions because I was just curious. Before going into this trip, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I went on and I was trying to find videos of just slums because, I don't know, I just was really excited. So this was genuinely one of the highlights of the trip for me, was being able to walk through Dandora. And it was just really special that he wanted to share all that with us, that he wanted us to see, and it was important to him for us to see where he grew up and part of his story. So this video means a lot to me just because it's amazing to see his story, but then to see the ways that he's being used by God in such a mighty way. Like, I'm just blown away at all the ways that God's using him and just the vision that he has for the future. And it's just really exciting. So I hope that you enjoy this footage. Listen, I'm going to say it right now. When I'm asking questions, my response is wow a lot of times, okay? So get over it now, because what else are you supposed to say to stuff that he was sharing? You know, wow just seems like the appropriate response. But I think I was also just like taking everything in and couldn't think of any other words. So bear with me, but I hope that you enjoy. And at the end of the video, again, I'll leave a link if you feel led to give towards either Destiny Community Church or Count Me In. I'll show you ways to give, but I hope you enjoy it. So that morning we got up, we got in the van, and we headed to the slum. And you'll notice in some of the footage, the angle of the camera is not that great. We were actually told to leave everything back at the hotel just to be safe. But honestly, I felt very safe walking through the slum. Everybody was very friendly, and also, I just wanted to make sure that I was respecting the fact that this was their livelihood and this was where they lived. And so some of the angles are not the greatest, but I wanted to make sure that I was honoring the people.
Are you okay behind there?
Yeah.
You can see they are waiting. And we normally have a fellowship there. In one of the shades, in that shade, we have a fellowship there every Thursday.
As we approached Dandora, there were trash trucks waiting to dump the trash because Dandora is actually a dump site for the city. One of the first places he took us was to his church. This is Destiny Community Church in Dandora. That was the outside in the auditorium, and this is the kitchen where they make the food. And then we go upstairs to some kids' classes, and while we were up there, he actually shared with us the story of how they built the church. They said they're about 70% of the way done, and they're planning to finish it very soon.
We do our kids' church.
Up here?
Yes. So one of the things that we did, this construction was done by the church members. Oh. So what we did, I did a series called 5 Stones, and I was encouraging church members to come with 5 stones after every 2 weeks. So after every 2 weeks, we will bring up 5 stones, and then we'll get someone to come and start building. So we did that for almost a year.
Oh.
Slowly by slowly. So we did not get any resource from anywhere else apart from Dandora Church.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's what we wanted to do.
Good morning.
So,
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, Kariz.
niaje?
Good morning. How are you? Where are you guys going? Going up? Oh, that was a lot. Wow. All right. That was good. Oh, man. This is what?
Sewer line, sewer, you poop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I stepped in a lot of that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey. So these are trash.
Wow.
Kilo.
Wow. Good morning. So this is the Dandora slum, and that right there is a hill of trash. Ask me if I'm okay right now. How do you feel?
Humbled and selfish. We're a selfish United States. And these people have joy in the midst of this.
They live in
Some of the most loving, happy people I've ever met.
This will change you. Good morning. How are you? Good? You're beautiful. Habari ya asabui. Tracy, how do you say it?
Habari
Habari
ya
ya
asubuhi.
asabui. Habari ya asabui.
Yes,
Is good
asubuhi.
morning?
Yeah, that's good morning.
Okay.
I told you habari means how are you?
Yes.
So it's more of how are you this morning?
Okay.
Yeah.
My parental house. We
Wow.
lived here for all our years for so long.
Wow.
And yeah.
Till age 24.
Till 24. Then I went to another slum. Then I came back in 2009 because I needed to survive for some reason. So I was here for another 2 years.
Wow.
So I went back to the trash place for another 2 years. 2009 to 2012.
Wow. This is where he grew up.
So, most of this community, all the toilets were here. People were sharing toilets like the whole village. These were the toilets for the whole village. So most of the people like starting building, they'll spare space in their space, and then they'll build a small toilet for the family. But before, this was like the community toilets.
Different parts. Now we are here we are in Gitari Marigu.
Okay.
It's a name we were given by our foreign father. Gitari means we don't.
Oh.
Marigu means banana. So we don't have banana.
How many churches?
5.
I don't know. I just saw one big one. I'm trying not to look too much. Oh, this is the best day of my life.
Okay.
I'm walking on turds, and this is the best day of my life. It really doesn't get much better than this. There's more kids. The smell right now, you would not believe. Have you ever smelled anything like it?
No.
So as you might hear them explain, there's people down in that river trying to collect plastic bottles or cans to be able to sell for money. This is also where they go to the bathroom.
Inside the water. So that you can go and sell and get my money.
Plastic for sale.
Plastic.
So,
Because he said it's Poop River.
yeah, this is like a poop river, and then when you're growing up, this was the only place you can swim.
Yeah.
And one day, and especially when it's raining, so one day there is a place where you used to swim somewhere along the river, so it was a good place of swimming. So one day it was just like this, raining, but not too much rain. So me and my friend were swimming. So I was not a good swimmer, so the person who went ahead of me jumped in, and then when he came out there was a poop here. He tried to get in again. He tried to get in again to get the poop done. No, he tried like so many
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, so
And you survived by the grace of God.
by the grace.
What do they do for water? Like drinking water?
Some of the houses have drinking water, but most of the people they have to buy drinking water, like in 20 liters jelly can.
Yeah.
So they will buy from other people who have water around. So the biggest
some have
problem
wells.
here is toilet is a major problem. Toilet, water, and electricity. So those three things are major problem.
So what was it like just like growing up here as a kid? I mean, what'd you do during the day?
During the day, anytime I'm not in school, I'll be in the trash place. So I spend like all my days in the trash place. I was in the trash place since I was, I think, 7 years old until I was 27. Then I moved 24, and then I moved to a different slum. Then I came back in 2009 to 2012.
Okay.
And then to work in the trash place, and then after that I moved to a different place. So I've been in and out of this place all my entire life for my last 40 something years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it hard to get to a place to be able to move out?
Yes,
Or
it's
what
hard
did that-
because of the income, because moving depends on how much you earn. When the small house I was living here, I was living maybe $2.50
A day?
no, a month.
A month?
Oh yeah, so it was a very shanty house, but it was just a place that I could stay for a period of, for a long period of time.
So what
I could not afford.
What did you do to earn money?
Just selling some few things in the trash place. Hey!
Hi!
Niaje?
How did you earn money?
So I was collecting just what the kids in the river were doing, collecting plastic and
Wow.
a few things and selling. And this was just survival.
How many bottles and stuff did you have to collect to get anything?
You sell in kgs.
Okay.
It's
by
been
the-
weighing
by the kilo.
by kilos.
Gotcha.
But when I started growing up, I was doing keeping pigs
Okay.
and
Wow.
cows. So pigs and cow are the things that I did for a long period of time.
Wow.
Keeping pigs from the leftover foods.
He said that all the buildings up there put their poop into this and it runs down.
So what did your parents do?
Oh, my mother was when I was growing up. My mother was telling me used to brew the chang. It's called chang, and then after a period of time, she got born again, so she stopped working doing that. So she was doing a small business around and maybe farming. We were keeping pigs and cows as a family.
Wow. So then you would sell milk and
milk
eggs and
and-
stuff? Gotcha. Wow.